America, what is up, friends? Greetings and welcome to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast, wild, crazy world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on the Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, acne, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls here on the Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. If you have questions about the longevity products, ingredients, formulations, something you may have read, if you have a success story you'd like to share or you just want to contribute to the conversation, 855-660-4261 is your number on the Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us talk about on the Bright Side, you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and take a look at our shopping cart. We have all the products up at brightsideben.com. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, enjoy all the benefits, tax benefits associated with having a longevity business. That's for a one-time $10 fee. You can write off your home office, write off your mileage, write off your products. And you can, of course, get your products at the wholesale price. And they can tell you all about it at 866-735-2470. That's the Brightside Ben phone team number. Or you can click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. And I also want to encourage you to check out our blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories and blog posts. Got a post up there. Hopefully it's up there today. If not today, it'll be up there. If it's not there now, it'll be up there later today on lecithin, which we spent some time on our last Brightside program. Okay, so that's it for the housekeeping. Let's get into talking about cysteine, the hardening amino acid that's so important for keratin. We've been saying for the last few days that many disorders of the skin are associated with defects in the production of keratin, cysteine-containing keratin, and this in turn is associated with messed up skin cells and messed up skin, and this in turn is often connected to fat malabsorption. I know we talk about it all the time. We talk about the digestive system all the time, and we especially talk about fat malabsorption. It's so significant, such an important area of health to focus on, and nobody's really talking about this, even though 30% of Americans, 1 out of every 3 Americans, is dealing with some kind of fat malabsorption issue. So if cells are making too much of this hard protein keratin, think fingernails, think rhinoceros horns or deer antlers. Keratin is a hard protein that makes nails hard and horns hard and antlers hard. It also forms a very thin layer on the surface of the skin where it's made in skin cells, and then it forms a thin layer on the surface of the skin to provide the skin with a certain amount of resilience and resistance. But when skin cells are messed up, they can end up making up too much keratin, clogging pores, a hard bump shows up. If you go to a dermatologist for your keratin-based skincare problem or skin problem, whether it's pimples or bumps or milia or psoriasis, which can also be caused by a problem with keratin, the chances are pretty good you're going to leave with a prescription for an antibiotic or maybe a steroid. You may end up with an internal antibiotic as well as an internal steroid in addition to a topical product. Why a steroid? Because they're anti-inflammatory and they suppress the defense system of the body. That's how a steroid works. I got an email from somebody who wanted to know what exactly is the problem with steroids. Well, steroids is a generic term for a type of chemical, a type of hormone in the body, but it's also a generic term for a type of prescription. In any case, steroids have a suppressant effect on the immune system. And if you've been prescribed prednisone or Lidex cream or fluocinolone or triamcinolone or any of these hard-to-pronounce prescription drugs that are technically steroids, your doctor's telling you that you've got an immune problem, you've got a defensive problem, and the drugs are there to just suppress the defenses, to suppress the immune problem. Inflammation is immunity. Steroid drugs are anti-inflammatory. You can actually take a non-steroid anti-inflammatory like Motrin or Naproxen. These are non-steroid anti-inflammatories. They're actually called NSAIDs. NSAID, you probably heard that term, NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and that's to distinguish them from steroids. Even pharmaceutical companies and drug companies and doctors know that these steroids are a significant problem. That's why they came out with Motrin, non-steroid anti-inflammatories. But if you get a steroid drug, you get topical steroids or internal steroids, what you're hearing, what your doctor's telling you is you got an immune problem. Inflammation means immunity. If you get a steroid drug for your skin, you're dealing with some kind of inflammation/immunity, some kind of microscopic inflammation and defensive response. Keep this in mind. This is so important. Inflammation means a defensive response. Inflammation is basically a synonym for a defensive response. And what is it that causes this kind of micro-inflammatory defensive response that leads to pimples and milia and bumps and skin problems? Well, it's some kind of cell effect. Something's messed up with cells. All disease is cell disease, and all skin disease is skin cell disease. And on some level, all cell disease and all skin cell disease or any other cell disease is going to involve inflammation. On some level, if you have a disease, you've got an inflammation going on. This is it, people, period. If you got a disease, no matter what it is, it could be something as minor as pimples or milia. It could be something as major as cancer or heart disease. Whatever it is, you've got inflammation at the level of a cell. Can you get how important this is? The inflammatory process, the defensive process, the defensive system, the immune system is behind everything that goes wrong in the body. Everything that goes wrong in the body is the manifestation of a defensive response. Period. End of story. And I'm not talking here about trauma, the kind of stuff, accidents and getting hit by a car, that kind of thing, although there's probably an inflammatory component to that too. But I'm talking about degenerative breakdown disease that does not get better on its own, that does not resolve on its own. That's what a degenerative issue is, a degenerative disease is. And that's pretty much the bulk of our health crisis. It's degenerative problems. They're all caused by an inflammatory breakdown, or an inflammatory process, I guess. Inflammation, immunity, defense. But in terms of degenerative disease, pimples, or whatever it is, the inflammation is occurring at the teeny tiny level of a cell. Inflammation, whether it's the big kind of inflammation like a black eye or a broken leg, the swelling ankle, whatever that is, whatever kind of inflammation you're dealing with that's visible and obvious, or whether we're talking about microscopic inflammation, microinflammation that occurs invisibly, imperceptibly, is about clogging. This is what inflammation means. It means clogging. It's a type of barricading. It's a type of walling off. You can think of a beaver's dam. A beaver will throw in sticks and stones and rocks and whatever a beaver does to make a dam to kind of wall off the water. That's exactly what the inflammatory process is. It's a biological beaver's dam. It's a protective process. It's the way the body protects itself from an invader such as bacteria or virus or a splinter maybe, or some kind of foreign body object. You see, the body can actually be perceived as a foreign enemy. This protective response can be initiated to the body itself. And this is where the problems begin, folks. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. Got some lines open for you. Try to get on board early so we can squeeze in as many calls as possible at 855-660-4261. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs has learned the importance of good fats for good health. Good fats are essential fatty acids, and they're called essential because they're necessary for good health. That's why he uses Ultimate EFAs from Youngevity.
Among the fats, the most powerful are two fats that are referred to as essential fatty acids. Now, nothing in the world of nutrition is more important than essential fatty acids. The word essential means you better get it in your diet or you're in big trouble. Essential fatty acids are perhaps the most multifunctional and versatile of all the essential nutrients. Essential fatty acids are not just important for the heart. They're important for everything in the body.
To get the essential fatty acids that are so important to your body, order Ultimate EFAs from Youngevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
Friends, this is Alex Jones for MidasResources.com. For more than 15 years, I have exclusively used Midas Resources for all my precious metal needs. Whether it's bullion or collectibles you're looking for, Midas Resources is simply the best. I own my gold as a hedge against inflation. This Federal Reserve fiat currency could go the way of the Deutschmark and the Weimar Republic any time. In these historically dangerous times, it makes sense to physically hold gold and silver. Midas already has some of the best deals in the industry. But if you give them a call and mention the radio special, they will give you a list of the day's super specials. Midas brokers are standing by to answer all your questions at 800-686-2237. They also have a lot of informative free literature explaining the opportunities and risk of holding precious metals. They are ready to answer your questions at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network. GC.
Welcome back to the Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for being here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You can click on the archive page and get 3 years' worth of programs. 3 years this month. We've been doing the Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network, and they're all up at brightsideben.com. If you want to search any of the programs for a particular subject, you can go to benfuchsarchives.com. That's plural. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up for us. And if you want to purchase any of the Youngevity products that you hear us talk about on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Buy Now link. Pull down on the shopping cart. All the products are up there. Make sure you take a special look at the Beyond Tangy